Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskaram Bhagavatas. In today's Vishnu Sahasranamam, Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal series, we will enjoy the Arthanubhavam of Sloka 60. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
भगवान् भगहानन्दी वनमाली हलायुधः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्यः सहिष्णुर्गतिसत्तमः.
The first nama in Slokam 60 is Bhagavan. He is pure, totally pure, and has only auspicious qualities, and there is nothing that anyone can find fault with. He is therefore worthy of worship. He is blemishless. Kurayvondamillada Govinda. He is pure. Nammalvar starts his Thiruvaimozhi with saying who is Bhagavan and whom we have to pray to. Uyarvara Uyar Nalam Udayavan Yavanavan Mayarvaru Madinalam Arulinan Yavanavan Ayarvaru Arum Amarargal Adibadi Yavanavan Tuyararu Sudaradi Toldaru Marane. He says, who is the superior most of the superior, who has the most intelligence, who is worshipped by all the devas. That Bhagavan, my mind, go and worship him, pray to him. Next we see Bhagaha. He is the embodiment of all the 6 auspicious gunas. Wealth, that is Aishwaryam, Viryam, valor, Kirti, fame, Lakshmi, then knowledge, which is Jnanam, and Vairagyam, that is zeal. So all these are the auspicious qualities of Bhagavan. So he is called Bhagaha. Nama is Bhagagne Namaha. Now we will see Nandi as the third Nama. He was Sankarshanan during the Vyuha Avataram and was born as Balarama during the Vibhava Avataram. And he had Nandagopa as his father. He is happy to drink the Madhu and being loved by the Gopastris during the Krishna Avataram. This is also interpreted as Anandi. Nama is Nandine Namaha. Next we will see Vanamali. He wears a garland known as Vaijayanti Mala, which has a beautiful fragrance and represents the 5 senses, the Panchatanmatra of living created by him. Nama is Vanamaline Namaha. Swami Vedanteskar in his Gopal Vimsati sings about Bhagavan's Vanamali and Vaijayanti Mala. We'll see the slokam. Also, at the end of the Vishnu Sahasranamam, the last slokam says, Vanamali Kadi Sharngi Changi Chakri Charandaki. That means the Krishna, the Lord who is wearing Vanamala, has the Kada, the Shankam and the Chakram. He will protect us. So he is a Vanamali. Nama is Vanamaline Namaha. Swami Desakan in Gopal Vimsati, first slokam, sings Mande Brindavanacharam Vallavi Janavallabham Jayanti Sambhavam Dhama Vaijayanti Vibhushanam. He says, I pay my obeisance or I pray to that Bhagavan who was born on Sri Jayanti day. Sri Jayanti means it's only Krishna Jayanti, who was born on Krishna Jayanti and who was wearing the Vaijayanti Mala. I pray to him. Now we will see Halayudaha. Halam is plough. Ayudham is tool or weapon. He has a plough as his tool to grow the previously mentioned senses. It is said that when plough is mentioned, it is a Balarama avatar of Bhagavan. Ad plus Itya is Aditya, is the next Nama we'll see. He can be reached by meditating on the first letter of the name A, which is the Bija Mantram for Samkarshan Rupa. He was born to Devaki and Vasudeva. Devaki, in her previous birth, was the wife of Kashyapa Muni, Rishipatni. Her name was Aditi. So, since he is the son of Aditi, he was called Aditya. Now we will see Jyotir Aditya. Aditya he was called because he was a son of Aditi. But now he is Jyoti, that is, he is effulgent. He is extremely effulgent, and in comparison, even the resplendent sun that gives the brightness to the whole world seems dark. The sun, the effulgence of the sun, is basically a small part of Bhagavan himself. When the two Naranarayanas fought with Shiva, it became so dark that even Brahma fell from his throne, as said in Sri Mahabharata, in Shanti Parva and Narayaniam. In Bhagavad Gita also, he tells us about his natural brightness of his abode, Paramapadam, which is not derived from the sun or anything else. He says that he is a part of, the sun is a part of him. So he is Jyotir Aditya. Nama is Jyotir Adityaya Namaha. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, verse 9, Bhagavan says, Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. He says, I am brighter than the sun and beyond all darkness of ignorance, because he is the most knowledgeable one and he has all the wealth, including the knowledge. So he is Aditya Varnam. He has the brightness of the sun, more than 1,000 suns. That's what it said in Bhagavad Gita. In another instance in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Bhagavad Gita chapter 15 verse 6, he says, neither the sun nor the moon nor fire can illumine that supreme abode of mine. Having gone there, one does not return into this materialistic world. Na tad pasyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartate tad dhama paramam mama. He says, Bhaskara, the sun, does not illuminate my abode, Paramapadam. Shashank, or the moon, also does not gives a brightness. Yad gatva, though those who go to my abode, or those who come to my abode, na nivartante, they do not come back. This is as told by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. So he shows how bright he is, what is his effulgence. We will now see Sahishnuhu. He tolerated Shiva's folly of taking sides with Banasura in the fight between him, Banasura, and Lord Krishna. And eventually, of course, Lord Krishna won. He who is the Adipurusha, worshipped by everyone, he is the Adipurusha. He is the only granter of the boons and cleanser of all the sins, and was worshipped by Shiva to spare Banasura's life, which Lord Krishna did eventually. Sriman Narayana, who has overcome anger and all the senses, forgives Shiva and heeds to his request and spares Banasura. So he is Sahishnu. The Nama is Sahishnave Namaha. Periyalvar in Periyalvar Tirumazhi 4.3.5 on Tirumarilanjolai sings about how Bhagavan overpowers Shishupalan, who was bad and abusing Perumal. பல பல நாழம் சொல்லி பழித்த சிசுபாலன் தன்னை அலவலமை தவிர்த்த அழகன் அலங்காரன் மலை குலமலை கோலமலை குளிர்மாமலை கொற்றமலை நிலமலை நீண்டமலை திருமாலிருஞ்சோலையதே. He says the Bhagavan at Tirumalinjolai, the Azhagan, Sundarabhaga Perumal, he overpowers Shishupalan, who was using bad words at him. So he is very powerful. He is very effulgent. That's what he says. The last Nama is Gati Sattamaha. He preaches a path of Dharma, righteousness, and therefore he is the authority of Dharma. During the Ramavataram, he lived a life of Dharma and showed us how Dharma is to be established and how one has to follow the righteous path. During the Krishna Avataram, again, he preaches Dharma to everybody. Bhagavad Gita is all about righteousness and the qualities of Bhagavan and how one should follow the righteous path. The Nama is Gati Sattamaya Namaha. This happens to be the last Nama in Sloka 60. Poigai in his Mudal Tiruvandadi, 4th Pasuram, sings about how Perumal is standing for Dharma. Neri is Dharma, righteousness. நெறிவாசல் தானேயாய் நின்றானை ஐந்து பொறிவாசல் போர்க்கதவம் சாத்தி அறிவானாம் ஆலமர நீழல் அறம் நால்வர் கண்டரைத்த ஆலம் அமர் கண்டத்தரன். He says Bhagavan stands as a gateway for the righteousness, and he knows everything. He is the embodiment of righteousness. Namalvar in his Tiruvamazhi 4.5.5 sings how Perumal chose us the right pathway. ஆற்ற நல்ல வழிகாட்டும் அம்மானை அமரர்த்தம் மேற்றை எல்லா பொருளும் விரித்தானை என் அம்மான் தன்னை மாற்ற மாலை புனைந்து ஏத்தி நாளும் அழிழ்வெய்தினேன் காற்றின் முன்னம் கடுகி வினைநோகள் கரியவே. He says ஆற்ற நல் வகை காட்டும். Bhagavan chooses the right way. That Bhagavan, I pray to him. எல்லா பொருளும் விரித்தானே. He knows everything. He has shown us everything. This is Namalvar Tiruvamazhi 4.5.5. To summarize, he is pure and has only auspicious qualities. He is blemishless and therefore he is worthy of worship. He is the embodiment of all the 6 gunas of wealth: Aishwaryam, Viryam, valor, fame, Kirti, Lakshmi, knowledge, Jnanam, and Vairagyam, which is zeal. He wears a garland known as Vaijayantimala, which has a beautiful fragrance of all the 5 senses, the Panchatanmatra created by him. He has a plough as his tool to grow the senses. This is the Balarama Avatar. He can be reached by meditating on the first letter of his Nama, A. He is the son of Devaki, who was Aditi in her previous birth, and the wife of Kashyapa Muni. He is extremely effulgent, and in comparison, even the resplendent sun that gives the brightness to the whole world seems dark. He tolerated Shiva's folly, Aparadam, taking sides with Banasura in the fight between him and Lord Krishna. He preached the path of Dharma and righteousness, and therefore he is the authority on Dharma. This brings us to the end of Sloka 60. See you all in 61.